As predicted, things sure have escalated between Bread and Juliana this past week. Juliana went live to let her followers know that Bread was now in jail for domestic battery, with their children witnessing the alleged attack. Now, because we're going to be reading a police report, I won't be mentioning the name of the child involved, but rather referring to her as the child. Juliana has publicly stated on her Instagram live which child called the police and gave a statement. So, if you know, you know. Juliana explained during her live that the two of them began bickering during the morning while she was showering the youngest two children. According to Juliana, Bread struck her in the side of the face in her ear. The oldest child heard the commotion and entered the bathroom and tried to stop Bread, but in Juliana's words, he stiff-armed her and sent her flying. The child ran upstairs and used Juliana's phone to call 911. This is what the police report reads. On the 30th of August 2022 at around 8:07 a.m, I was working uniform patrol in the city of Sebastian, County of Indian River, state of Florida. I responded to a 911 call to a domestic battery. He advised the male half had left the scene. I arrived and spoke to the victim, Juliana, who issued the following statement. She was in the bathroom getting her two daughters, 6 years and 5 years, out of the shower. Her husband, Patrick Edwards, came into the bathroom and punched her in the left ear with a closed fist. Edwards then grabbed her by the arm, swung her around and knocked her to the ground. While on the ground, Edwards struck her a few more times, but not as hard as the initial blow. The couple's oldest daughter, 9 years old, was yelling at Edwards to stop. Edwards pushed the child away with a stiff arm. The child ran upstairs, grabbed Mum's phone and called 911. Edwards left the residence and police arrived shortly after. Officer Irwin spoke to the child on scene and she informed him that she watched as her dad punched her mum with a closed fist. She tried to stop him and then got pushed down to the floor. The child got scared, ran away and called the police. There were no visible injuries on Juliana, however she did have a complaint of pain to the left side of her head and inside her ear. Juliana stated that she is fearful of Edwards and believes he will retaliate for being arrested. She completed a full written statement and informed me Edwards stated, "I'm coming for you," prior to his departure from the residence. Juliana desires prosecution for the above incident and is willing to cooperate with the court process. At 9:56 a.m, Officer Irwin located the vehicle Edwards left in at the 400 block of Alhambra Drive. He conducted a traffic enforcement stop and I responded to speak with Edwards. Upon arrival, I admonished Edwards as per my pocket admonishment card. He acknowledged his rights, waived counsel and issued a statement. Edwards stated he never touched his wife. He did pick his daughter up by the arms in the bathroom and moved her out of the way and left the residence. At no time did Juliana touch him or did he touch her. I requested he issue a written statement and he wrote, "We had a slight misunderstanding and once I felt like I had to get out of the situation, I left." Based on the corroborating statements, Juliana's complaint of pain and the child's thorough recollection of events, I determined a domestic battery had occurred. I placed Edwards under arrest at 10:26 a.m. and transported him to the IRC jail where he was ultimately booked for the above domestic battery.